Chilli in the name of...
The house of pain is in effect, y'all. I say the house of pain is in effect. You know the house of pain is in effect, y'all.
Hello again and welcome to another episode of Chilli in the name of. In this episode, I am road testing two sauces by Bent Alphanerd, including Pain2 and Chronic Pain. I don't know much about Bent, but I know that Neil Smith from the Hippie Seed Company raved about his sauces, so I'll give him a crack. So without any further ado, let's get on it. That's Pain2 right there. It's got a chili with glasses on. It says Pain2 made in Australia. In terms of its consistency, it's quite thin, as you can see. It moves around the bottle quite easily. In terms of ingredients, it has pears, peppers, gari, ginger, garlic, black olives, vinegar, lime juice, sugar, brandy essence, salt, and cinnamon. So it's a reasonably interesting sort of group of ingredients there. The inclusion of olives, black olives, will give it some sort of umami, bent, I think, should I say. Let's try it out. It does say on the side here, extremely hot, so I'm going to take it easy with this one. I'm not going to pour too much of it. In terms of smell, it's got that sort of, I can smell the olives and the vinegars in there. It smells really good. Let's pour it out. Okay, that's probably enough. Cheers. You can really taste the pears straight off the bat. It's quite sweet. The pears are there. The ginger and the garlic are there. The black olives, not so much. I can't really taste the black olives in there, but it has got that sort of umami sort of flavour down in there. The sugar and the salt and the cinnamon gives it this sort of interesting sort of desserty sort of flavour, which goes with the sweetness of the pear quite well. The consistency of the pear, you can actually taste, you can actually feel the consistency of the pear in the sauce, and it is quite hot. I'm not sure what peppers he's used in here, but the heat in there is not to be trifled with. In terms of heat, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. In terms of flavour, look, I think it's the pears are really the winner in this. It's the pears are coming forward and sort of carrying the heat really nicely. The sweetness and the consistency of it are really quite unlike any sauce I've had. I think the pears are actually a stroke of genius in this one. The second sauce I'm going to try for you today is Chronic Pain. That's Chronic Pain there. It has the same pepper with the glasses on as the Pain2 did. It's in a jar rather than a bottle, so I'm going to have to use a smaller spoon. My big spoon won't actually go in there. But let's have a look at it. So it's thicker than the previous one. As you can see, it's sort of not moving around the bottle nearly as much as the other one did. In terms of ingredients, it has peppers, pears, gari, ginger, garlic, black olives, vinegar, lime juice, sugar, brandy essence, salt, and cinnamon. It's the same ingredients as the Pain2, but it's switched around peppers and pears. So I'm thinking that this is going to be a similar flavour profile, and it's going to have a lot more heat. So let's crack it open. Okay, so crack it open and I can smell the lime juice is really forward in this one. So I'm not sure whether there's more lime juice in this or just the larger aperture of the jar means that I'm getting some of the acids from the lime juice in there. Can't smell the black olives like I did in the previous one, so let's try it out. It smells really good, by the way. Okay, again, the consistency of the pear is really at the forward. Again, I don't know what peppers he's used in this, but it is slightly more. It's a lime juice forward flavour rather than the pear in the other one. The heat is quite apparent. It's right up there. He's given it a 12 out of 10. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 for heat. It is pretty bloody hot. It's making me sweat and all that. But I'm thinking It's similar in flavour to the Widowmaker by Dingo, in that it's got like lots of heat, but the lime juice is really throwing it forward and making it quite apparent. This would be great with tacos because the lime juice is really there. Probably wouldn't have like heaps of it because it is really hot, but I'm really enjoying the flavors of the fruit that are in there, the pears and the lime juice. Good work, Bent. So there you have it, folks. 2 sauces by Bent Alphanerd. These were really quite inspired sauces, and I really enjoyed the flavour of both of them. If I had to choose one that I would use regularly, it would probably be Pain2. Chronic pain is actually quite chronic. The heat in it is probably unobtainable for most people because it is right up there. But the use of the pear in there is really quite. It's the master stroke with these 2 sauces. Again, they're very similar in their flavours, but I think that the chronic pain has more lime juice overtones than the Pain2 does. And while I did enjoy both of them, I do think that Pain2 is going to be the one that I use up quicker than the other one. And it's a smaller bottle. This is only 110 ml. This is 150, so I'll be pouring this one a little bit more liberally. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks again to Bent for sending me these sauces. But until next time, see you later.
Chilli in the name of